I am Bill Egregious, and I condone the fair treatment of women. Take it away, Lance.
Thanks, Bill. Well, Sammy, it's another episode. How have you been?
Great. No complaints here. How about you?
Oh, good. I've been really thirsty. I've been trying to cut back on my water intake ever since I found out about the drought. Just trying to do my part, you know?
Yeah, that must be tough. Well, my goldfish died this morning, and I dumped its water down the drain. That should free up enough to hydrate yourself for this episode.
Oh, that's the best news I've ever heard. Thank you. I usually never do this. Hang on. That's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. Thank you. What was your goldfish's name?
It was Terrence. He was a good fish.
I like how you said was.
Yeah.
I like how you said was. Yep. Okay. Enough horsing around here. Sammy, women have been on my mind a lot lately. And, listeners, Sam and I both feel strongly that we needed to do an episode where we focus solely on women. And, we're going to do a lot of things tonight. We're going to build up women. We're going to offer discounts exclusively to women. What else we got on the tray, Sammy?
We've got that humanitarian work at the hospital you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. So, at the hospital that I kind of run on the side, it's a mostly nurse hospital. What I've been doing for the last few years is I really wanted to increase jobs for women. So I kept male doctors at a bare minimum. And for every doctor that I hired, here's what I did. I hired 10 female nurses. That strengthens the economy. It provides jobs for single moms. All in a day's work. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, actually, Lance, women can be doctors too. Why didn't you just hire more female doctors? You could get male nurses too.
Yeah. It's complicated because all the female doctors are obgins, so the hospital doesn't really need too many of those.
They're
right?
What? Obgins? What is that?
Yeah, they deliver babies.
Oh, an OBGYN? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, if it helps you to spell it out, whatever. I prefer to pronounce words. So let's get back to it. What do you do in your daily life to empower women, Sammy?
Well, as for the things I do off the air, I only go to women hairstylists. I ask to be served exclusively by waitresses. I only accept parking tickets from female police officers. I have my mail delivered by a male woman, or shall I say a female woman. She loves that joke.
Nice. I love your dedication to the cause, Sammy. Like what I do is when I go into a place of business, I refuse to talk to male secretaries. They're taking jobs away from women.
Yeah, how dare they? We're really doing great work doing these things, Lance. Good for us.
Yeah, this reminds me, before we spoil women too hard, I think we'd better establish the rules of this episode, Sammy.
Yeah, that's right. Lance and I know that we're both men, and as such, we have our own biases.
Right, so that's why we decided to have a referee. We don't want to offend, the men listening with all the praise to women that we're going to be giving tonight.
That's right. So luckily, Josh has volunteered to forego his bedtime, and when he thinks that we've gone too far, he will ring this girly bell.
And when we hear that bell, that's our signal that it's time to level the playing field and give men a few compliments.
Yeah, it's a great system. Anyway, let's not keep our audience waiting any longer. Ladies and girls, and guys, may I introduce our first commercial tonight, especially chosen for you. It's a local business created and ran by a female.
Yeah, high five, Sammy. Ouch! That high school football player needs to be protected by some firm football pads. Here at Pad City, we have all sorts of pads. We have no pads. We have lily pads. We have gauze pads. You know we got helicopter pads. We have bachelor pads. And if you're a lady, we also have bachelorette pads. That's right, we have homes exclusively for single women. Buy one today. What are you doing there, Sammy?
Oh, I'm knitting. I'm making a sweater for each of my ex-girlfriends.
That's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Well, listeners, we wanted to hear from the experts on women, and who knows women better than Professor of Women's Studies, Dr. Arnold David. I'm very excited. Actually, Lance, he declined your invitation. He says if you want to celebrate women so much, have one on the show. Serious? Well, you snooze, you lose. Good thing we always have a backup.
Yeah, we've got Lucas Wagner, who, believe it or not, lost the gold medal to a woman in the 2004 Olympics. Come on in, Lucas.
Oh, thank you, Sammy.
It's an honor to sit down with you and to meet the male who got the silver medal in badminton mixed doubles in the 2004 Olympics.
Yeah, we are such badminton fanatics around here. In fact, we call it goodminton.
Why don't you tell our listeners how it was done, Lucas? How did a woman beat a strong man at a simple game of badminton?
I'm sorry. I was told that the gold medal winner would be here for a kind of double interview. Wouldn't she be a better person to ask that question?
Oh, she declined the interview. Just answer as best as you can, please.
Well, I think we are not on the same page. Badminton doubles is where teams are of a man and a woman. There was a woman on my team, and there was a man on their team. I don't see why you're bringing gender into it. In all honesty, we gave it our all and ultimately lost to the better team.
Yeah, Lucas, I guess what we were hoping to accomplish with this interview here is to show women that they can outperform men. There are some people who don't believe that. So we thought we would empower women in this way. So just answer the question. There are women depending on you.
I think that is misguided, and I am not qualified to speak on that. I'm athlete. All I can say is that my teammate played very well, and so did the team that won. I'm willing to answer any questions you have about badminton or the Olympics in general, but I don't know much about gender equality. I mean, I believe in it, but I'm no expert.
No thanks, Lucas. This episode is about, women. So sorry for the confusion. I noticed that your glove socks are wearing out. Can we maybe send you home with a new pair to make up for our mistake?
Oh, that would be great. Where is the exit?
The robot will show you out.
Okay.
Robot? Get this guy a new pair of glove socks and validate his parking, please.
Very well. Follow me.
Speaking of glove socks, they're one of the sponsors of this episode. They make great products for women and men, but especially women, between you and me. Play their commercial, Josh.
It's a glove. It's a sock. It's a single piece of fabric that's both a glove and a sock. I'm not sure I get it. First put on the sock, then stretch the glove up to your hand. It's the newest fashion statement. Buy some glove socks, ma'am.
I'm trying out my pair right now, and so far they're great. Ouch!
Ooh, yeah, those are pretty dangerous. And I think those ones were designed for women, so you might need a larger size.
Yeah, no kidding. My general rule is if it's made for a woman, get it 2 sizes up.
Yeah, that's a good policy. Anyway, I thought it would be maybe appropriate to play a little bit of my favorite comedian, Jeremy Slithers. Have you heard his latest comedy album?
Brother to a sister?
No, that was his previous one. He just came out with Son to a Mom.
No, is he any good?
Oh yeah, he's the best. He blends appropriate humor with the truth of the power struggle between male and female.
Appropriate, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, if it empowers women, I think I'm okay with that. Nice thinking, Sammy.
Thanks.
Thank you, ladies and gents. How's everyone doing tonight? All the ladies listening say, hey. All the fellas listening say, oh. All right. So, what's the deal with misogyny? Am I right? It's like, why can't we all just get along, huh? Seriously, I was talking to a guy the other day with a bad case of misogyny, trust me. And after he made an off-color comment, like how women are bad drivers, I said, whoa, okay, Mr. Misogyny, do you kiss your mother with that mouth? He said no, he hates his mother. I didn't know what to do, so I just walked away. That's a true story. And it's not just men. Some women can be misogynistic too. one woman I know, she thinks women shouldn't be allowed to vote. I was shocked, just like you, sir, in the front row. So I asked her about it. Turns out she just didn't want to wait in the long lines. Seriously, fellas, don't worry. I'm not saying that all men are bad, okay? That's not what I'm putting out, okay? I mean, I'm a man, and I was voted most likely to be a feminist at my high school. There are good men and bad men, and there are good and bad women. We should work together to be just good people. I am so sorry, listeners. The phrase bad women has no place today in the Lance Greatness Studio.
I'm not sure he was saying anything bad about women, Lance.
It sure sounded like it to me. For the record, I think all women are good.
Well, actually, Lance, I mean, that's an unfair view, I think. It puts undue pressure on women to be perfect. Mm-hmm. And, you know, as a great man once said, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, well, I do admit, Sammy, that is some food for thought. Maybe that's something that I should have considered before we did this episode, but while I'm digesting your little monologue, Sammy, let's get that bad women taste out of our mouths and replace it with my latest acquisition, Greatness Flakes.
Getting a bowl of Greatness Flakes is a great way to bring out the tigress in you. Meow. You can't call yourself a feminist if you don't eat a healthy breakfast. Empower yourself with some vitamins and minerals unique to the Greatness brand. Start your day with a fierce bowl of flakes.
Greatness Flakes are more than good.
They're great.
Hey, Lance, we actually have the honor of having a business proposal from one of our fans. And it's run by a group of stay-at-home mothers, so it fits in perfectly with our theme today. What do you think?
Well, okay, let's hear it. I mean, I am a ruthless businessman, but I do tend to be open-minded to women's proposals.
Oh, did your wife propose to you?
Actually, we did propose at the same time. Yeah.
That's cool.
When I saw it coming, I had to beat her to the punch. Yeah, I couldn't be shown up by a woman. So, anyways, what's this business idea?
All right, well, they sent us this little pamphlet, and I'll just read through some of that.
Sure.
Okay, it says, are you tired of normal old cow's milk?
Yes.
Then look no further. Mother's Milk produces fine, filtered goat milk that's delivered right to your nearest grocery store for pickup. This pasteurized milk is guaranteed to not go past your eyes. Jill, Teresa, Kim, and Sasha were tired of not having anything to do while their children took their naps. So after trying and failing at the 3D printer business, their new startup, Mother's Milk, was born. Why the name? Because they're a group of motivated stay-at-home mothers. Support local mothers and buy some Mother's Milk today. And that's the pamphlet. But look, they left a handwritten note for us, too.
All right, let's hear it. I'm kind of getting thirsty.
Yeah, me too. Okay, it says, hi, Lance and Sammy. When I got my gallbladder out in 2004, blah, 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 blah. Sincerely, Mother Teresa. P.S. I've enclosed personalized leather wallets made from one of our goats who sadly passed away.
Ooh, nice wallets. Gimme. Wow, these look pretty good, Sammy. Oh, look, hey, they're embroidered. Okay, It says, power to women, work with men, monetize milk, make money again.
Wow, that's catchy. And mine even has a signed photo of the goat that it was made from.
Oh.
It's signed Mother Goat.
Yeah. Well, can we accept these wallets in good faith?
Well, it depends. Are you going to accept the business proposal?
Yeah, let's give them a call after the show, and I don't know, maybe we'll secretly record it. That'd be pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, so I have not heard that bike bell one single time this episode. Are you doing okay?
To be honest, Lance, I was very impressed with your delicate balance of celebrating men and women throughout this episode.
Well, now that you mention it, Josh, so was I. I think if more people liked women like we do, women would be stronger, faster, and more ethically treated.
To further celebrate our female friends, here's a deal for women only. Buy your man cologne today for half off. Just use the code #LanceGreatnessSmells.
Oh, that is a great hashtag.
Listeners, it was my pleasure to serve women in today's episode. I hope this was a learning moment for all of us. Like Bill Egregious always says, I condone women's rights. This has been a Lance Greatness episode. Take care. Let me get out of here, fellas. I've been discharging gas all day. Lance Greatness Smells hashtag sure has a double meaning sometimes, huh? Okay, where do I set this?
We'll probably go to turn that mic, you gotta hang that up. There's no better place to disinfect the studio, disinfect the headphones.
Where do you want this
Terrence, can you give me that?
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is a really good place to
Hey,
go.
don't hand these your quarters.
Super
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
You don't see
You
the
gotta leave
home
it there. I'll get it next time.
Man, she gave me a
listen,
kiss
between you
before I
and me.
dropped her off at home.
Oh, nice work.
I just had a little chat with
restaurants.
Lance.
I don't know
He says
what it
we've
is.
got a big race coming your
Some
way.
people say it's a little lame to not hold her hand until we're married, but I'm trying to show some basic respect.
Oh yeah, is the family doing okay? Or you're just trying to get a better position for yourself?
Well, I told him the family at least once a week, but it's fine.
You don't think I'm
I just
weird
thought
for
we'd
doing
take a
that?
raise. We've